Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we are fundamentally shifting how you work. We're officially moving past the era of basic, clunky, generative AI to meet your brand new, highly intelligent thinking partner. Because look, if you've just been using AI as a glorified search engine, you are going to want to pay close attention here. We're talking about a massive upgrade, going from simple, one-off transactions to deep, actual collaboration.
I mean, ask yourself, are you just getting simple, kind of uninspired answers when you could be actively collaborating on really complex tasks? Think about your daily workflow. We've absolutely all been there. You ask a standard chatbot to, say, simply reformat a quick email, and suddenly it's hallucinating an entirely fake backstory about a marketing campaign that literally doesn't exist. You hit a wall. The tool just doesn't grasp the nuance of your problem, right? It spits out a super generic response, and you end up spending way more time fixing it than if you'd just done the work yourself in the first place. Well, today, we're going to explore how to eliminate that friction completely.
So, here is our roadmap for today. First, beyond the basic chatbot. Second, meet your thinking partner. Third, capabilities that supercharge work. And fourth, access Claude anywhere.
All right, let's jump right into section 1, beyond the basic chatbot.
Now, notice the huge contrast here. On the left, your standard chatbot is essentially a rigid, one-way street. But that dynamic loop over on the right, that represents Claude's highly steerable design. It's a true thought partner. It actively takes your direction on personality, on tone, on behavior. You iterate together until your voice comes through absolutely perfectly. It's way less like typing queries into a cold machine, and honestly, a lot more like briefing a highly capable colleague.
Now, you might be wondering, how on earth does it stay so reliable? Well, I found this part fascinating. It's grounded in a foundational philosophy called constitutional AI, meaning Claude is explicitly trained with principles that help it avoid toxic or unethical outputs. It's built entirely from the ground up to be helpful, honest, and harmless. It aligns really closely with actual human values, and that is exactly what makes it a partner you can truly, professionally trust.
Moving right along to section 2, meet your thinking partner. So, whether you're drafting up professional emails, exploring some deep research angles, or, hey, maybe learning a completely new skill, Claude adapts to your specific pace. It isn't just automating your tasks, it's elevating them. I mean, imagine uploading an incredibly dense industry report and having Claude surface the most meaningful insights instantly. It acts as a massive, massive multiplier for your daily productivity. To put this analytical horsepower into perspective, just look at that massive 1 million right there. Out of the box, Claude can ingest a context window of 200,000 tokens, which, by the way, is the equivalent of over 500 pages of text. And it scales all the way up to an absolutely astonishing 1 million tokens for Opus 4.7 users on premium plans. So you aren't just giving Claude a quick little prompt, you're literally feeding it entire books, massive code bases, or literally years of financial reports all in a single conversation.
Let's get into section 3, capabilities that supercharge work.
For the developers tuning in, or honestly anyone who writes scripts to automate their tasks, the implications here are just huge. As the source material highlights, Opus 4.7 is a world-class coding model. In fact, it's the best coding model in the world. It doesn't just write your code, it actively helps you debug really complex issues, and it translates across multiple programming languages. It's practically like having a senior engineer sitting right there, ready to pair program with you 24/7.
And this is a real game changer. This shows how hybrid models like Opus 4.7 and Sonnet 4.7 handle complex strategy. Instead of just rushing to a near-instant response that might completely miss the mark, it uses anthropic extended thinking. It actually and deliberately slows down. It works through problems step by step. It's a specific mode designed for tasks that require deep reasoning and incredibly careful analysis.
Oh, and you have got to check out learning mode. Because sometimes, you don't just want the final answer handed to you. You actually want to understand how to get there. Learning mode is this brilliant experience that guides your reasoning process rather than just giving you the solution. It adapts to your personal style, actively helping you develop your own critical thinking skills. It's phenomenal.
All right, bringing it all home with section 4, access Claude anywhere.
So, Claude is highly accessible across all plan types, from the free tier all the way up to enterprise. But the real magic here is the seamless ecosystem. Your conversations, your memory, your specific preferences, they all automatically sync. Whether you're at your desk using the web app or you're out on the go pulling up the mobile app, your thinking partner is always exactly where you left it.
The intelligence of Claude literally lives wherever you happen to be working. You've got Claude.ai for your standard brainstorming and file creation. Then there's Claude Code,
which is an agentic tool designed specifically for developers to directly edit files on their desktop. Claude for Slack brings that AI directly into your team's day-to-day communication channels. And finally, Claude for Excel sits right inside your spreadsheets for formula explanations and debugging. It just meets you exactly where the work happens.
Claude is ready and waiting to elevate you from mundane, repetitive task execution to high-level strategic thinking. You've got the tools, you've got the massive context window, and you have an intelligent, safe partner just waiting for your instructions. So the ultimate question for you is, in a world where AI can do the heavy cognitive lifting, what are the limits of your own imagination? What complex problem are you and Claude gonna solve today? Until next time, keep exploring.